Hello everyone and welcome to totally my real actual living room. I don't live in a barn with wayward hay for my bunnies, not at all. It always looks this clean. Welcome to our second ever Jurassic Talk livestream, where we'll be talking about all of the latest news, rumors, and our own wants and wishes for the upcoming Jurassic movie, which will come out in July next year. And as you guys are joining in, thank you. Take a seat, say hello in the chat, and I'll say hello to you lovely folks in a minute. But first, as always, I want to thank the Ballooning crew. I see Guillermo's here, Neron is here, I refuse to say that name out loud. Dr. Strange, sarcastically inspired, is in the chat. Glissbog as well, Sammy L, we have a good crew here today, folks. So yeah, just listen to what the moderators are saying. They're just trying to make chat a better place in the world. Welcome to Mrs. Zoagrilled, Muddy Dog, Terraria, Kip H, Magseb, Jurassic Joe, Ploba, Kermit the Frog, a couple of our members there. Oh, many people are joining in. Hello, hey, the Chick House, how's it going? We have D-Rex in 1985, how are you? Wolf Predator, Surprise, Tanya Cameron, hello, Rixie Jr., Julian Meyer says hello. Legacy Christie, how are you doing? Oh god, chat's going a little fast. It's a little fast for my tiny little lizard brain. Rex YT, how is Bo? Bo's doing pretty good. He's eating his hay right now. He just finished his veggies. For people who don't know, Bo is my rabbit. You don't see him currently in my living room. He's just off screen, by the way. I hope you're going to be enjoying the view outside. Look at that beautiful waterfall. We have some pteranodon resting out there. It's totally safe. It's fine. It's very secure glass. Don't worry about it. Hey, the Chick House. Thank you so much. That is so kind. Hold on. Oh god, do my Yahoos work here?
Yahoo!
They do. It's almost as if I'm a professional streamer. All right. I have a bit of an intro to get out of the way, just so you know what's on the docket for this stream. So bear with me as I look at my notes just to make sure that I say everything that needs to be said at the start here. So last time for our first Jurassic Talk stream, we actually had a lot of news and rumors to catch up on, so that stream was very organized. A lot of news in there. It was also a longer stream than usual because there was just so much. This time, not so much. There really isn't much news or any real news, honestly. But I just felt like chatting with you guys and talking about the developments that are going on with regards to the casting of the lead roles for the movie. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm going to get you up to speed on all of those developments. We're going to talk about that first. And then we'll see if you guys have more you want to talk about related to the movie. You know, just chilling in my living room, geeking out about this movie. Or maybe it's just going to be a little bit of a shorter stream than usual. I just really wanted to chat with you guys. And I appreciate everyone who wants to come chill out, hang out, geek out, all of the things. And I should also say that if you want to stay up to date on all of the actual news, like the hard-hitting news about the upcoming Jurassic film, please consider subscribing to the channel, because of course, as soon as anything with regards to like casting or plot or the dinosaurs or whatever becomes official, if there's official news, I'll be doing a video on that right away. I'm checking my Google alerts every day to make sure we don't miss anything and filtering through so much nonsense so I can bring you the actual official news in video format. These live streams are just more informal, where we get to talk about rumors and stuff. And speaking of rumors, I am going to activate, bam, the rumor sign right here. Even though what we're going to be talking about today is pretty solid information, but none of it is, like, officially confirmed. You know, all of the casting stuff that we're going to be talking about is still in the early stages. You know, all of these actors that we're going to be mentioning are still in negotiations, in early talks. And I feel like that's really important to clarify. So yeah, let's get into it. Also, welcome everyone. I missed a super chat. I see Legacy Christie. Thank you so much. I'm excited for the 12-hour stream. Took the day before off to do laundry. I also bought Lego to put together while I watch. Ooh, awesome! You're gonna have to tell me which Lego set you got. Hold on. Let me give you a hug here. There we go. Beautiful. By the way, look at my cute little warning rumors sign. It's adorable. Sorry. Sometimes I'm overly proud of myself. This is the realest living room, says the chick house. It is so real. My living room totally looks organized and beautiful like this all the time. User, what's the movie gonna be called? We don't know stuff like that yet. Again, subscribe to the channel. You'll stay up to date on all of the real hard-hitting news. I did make the decision for like videos on the channel to be covering news and not rumors. So I hope that that's helps you guys stay like informed on what is actually going to be happening rather than getting confused by rumors and stuff. Hey, Love Game Selfie, a member for 1 month. Not gonna lie, I'm mostly here just because it's Evo stream. You're very, very, very kind. I appreciate it so much. You're amazing. Yeah, so we're gonna be starting with some casting developments. And again, I just want to emphasize that none of these actors have signed contracts at the moment. They're in negotiations, but I think this is one of those rumors that is very likely to come true, because why wouldn't an actor want to come on board with this movie, right? It's gonna be a pretty huge thing. The sorcerer, feel like some hybrids are gonna show up. I don't think so. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit later. Hold on, we're gonna get started with the casting news though. Let me pop up my projector. There you go. Professional. I should add like a little animation where it actually comes scrolling down. So yeah, the first actor or actress, I should say, we already knew about this, Scarlett Johansson. We talked about this way back like last month for the first Jurassic Talk stream. And the news hasn't progressed beyond that they are still in talks. Scarlett Johansson is still in talks. She hasn't signed a contract yet. I am really hoping that we're gonna get like, you know, official casting news, like a definitive cast pretty soon, because they're supposed to start filming quite soon. So I'm gonna get a poll going for all of these actors that we're gonna be discussing. Start a poll. Okay, so Scarlett Johansson. I'm pretty sure that's with double S. I might be wrong. Yay, nay, or, as I'm advised by my moderators to include, meh. There you go. So, what are your thoughts, your opinions, your feelings from the heart about Scarlett Johansson? Jesus, that's a difficult name for me, even though it's a really easy name. Interesting. But yeah, what do you think about the possibility? At this point, I would say likelihood of her joining the franchise. And the rumors are that she's going to be like the main character. You know, she's gonna be the Chris Pratt of the 7th movie, basically. You know, that's the rumors. Again, I really want to emphasize that. I don't want anybody to leave these streams misinformed. Let's see. The meh is the overwhelming option here. Interesting. And then next up we have yay. Okay. Let's look at the chat here. Hold on. Let's actually find people who are talking about the character or the actor. We don't know what kind of characters. There's a bit of a rumor about the kinds of characters that they're looking for, which we're going to talk about last. But first, the 4 actors that are up in the air. Colt Handorf, one of the moderators and one of the professors of meh, also says here, meh, she's overdone and we don't need another Marvel character. Ex-archived devil. Wow, I struggled with that one. I think it's ex-archived devil says, I see this happening. I think it's very likely that this is going to happen. At this point, the the rumor, quote unquote, is very persistent. You know, it hasn't wavered for the past month. No other big names have been floated. I think she's in negotiations. I think she's trying to get a good paycheck out of this. Okay, then Chris Pratt almost ruined this franchise for me. D-Rex 1985 says Scarlett Johansson is a yay. Of course, she's a really good actress. She is a really good actress. And I should also take this moment to say that, you know, all of these actors that we're going to be talking about, whether my opinion is meh or nay, or whether you guys' opinion is meh or nay, obviously, they're great actors, and as long as they're going to do a great job in the movie, that's all great. We're going to appreciate that. This is all just, you know, hypothetical talk, right? So I don't know, I feel like that needs to be made explicit instead of implicit. As long as they're gonna end up doing a great job portraying whatever role it is, we're gonna be happy about it. But, you know, just based off of the casting rumors and news, how do we feel about it? That's what we're gonna be going off of. Soren CYH says she's a great actor outside of Marvel stuff. I actually think she's a great actor within Marvel stuff as well. You know, Marvel isn't really, you know, known for, like, big character acting moments, but there's some pretty decent stuff in there. Would Q? I would personally prefer more obscure actors. I actually fully agree. My answer has always been, when people ask me, like, ooh, who would you, like, want to see in the Jurassic franchise? My answer has always been, I would want actors that I don't know about currently. Like, I would want actors that haven't had their big break yet. That's very much not the route that they're going, as we'll see as we go through the other casting, the casting news. Or again, you know, not confirmed yet. No contracts have been signed. They're in negotiations. Oh my god, this name is absolutely impossible for me to pronounce, but you are on screen. I hope that helps somehow. Upgraded membership to paleontologist. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Paws and Claws build. I wish there were actors that we don't know from a big movie, because we will just see them as their character in that other movie. I totally agree. Yeah, I feel the same way. I talked about this earlier. I think as great as an actress as Scarlett Johansson is, I will always see her as Scarlett Johansson. I find it very difficult to detach the actor/actress from the character if they are as huge as someone like Scarlett Johansson, if that makes any sense, if you guys can relate to that. Ty says, if Scarlett turns out to be one of those modern, strong female leads, I would not be happy. I'm gonna try to avoid the politics of it all. I hope she's gonna be a good, strong female lead. I do think that is the direction that they want to go in, because again, they want her to be like the main character, and the main character in a dinosaur movie is gonna be a, you know, pretty strong person, I would guess. Pretty resilient, kind of action hero-y kind of thing. But, you know, yeah, I get what you mean, though. Let's hope that it's fleshed out and it's earned and all of that stuff. Dynadrip says, after seeing The Last of Us, I really want Pedro Pascal in Jurassic World. He'd be perfect. I love Pedro Pascal. I love him. He's amazing. He's just also just... He's great outside of movies as well. Like his interviews and stuff. He's amazing. Spinotrap, I think she is bad guy. Do you mean like the villain of the movie? Because we actually have our first rumors about who the villain is going to be. I have that person last on our list. Hey, Tyrannosaurus, how's it going? Let's see how this poll is going. Meh still in the lead, followed by Yay. Okay, interesting. Let's actually go to the next actor. We're gonna go through them semi-quickly, and then we'll go back and look at, you know, the overall thing that we've gathered here. Oh, and I also want to look at some of their IMDb stuff. I think for Scarlett Johansson, she's really well known. We know what she's in. We know her. We know her. Let's just go for the next one. Oh god, this is a lower quality picture than I imagined, but I think it's gonna be fine for you guys. The next one is Jonathan Bailey, and this came to light this week, so this is fairly new. Jonathan Bailey is also, again, in talks, in negotiations, to become one of the leads in the upcoming Jurassic movie. I'm gonna end this poll. So it seems majority is meh. We have a super generous super chat here from Love Game Selfie. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get the Dilo dancing. Hold on. First, I'm gonna start this poll so you guys can like start getting your opinions out there. Okay, so oh god, Jonathan Bailey. Is it a yay? Is it a nay? Or is it T-Rex walking by? Or is it a meh? There you go. Start poll. Let's get this Dilo dancing. Thank you so much, Love Game Selfie. You're amazing. Let me find your comment again. Not gonna lie, all these actors are unknown to me, so they're all a new name to me. I live under a rock and it's cozy under here, so I'm gonna stay here and live in blissful ignorance. Honestly, I kind of envy that. That's the way to go, I think. Jonathan Bailey, I will say, is nowhere near in the same league as Scarlett Johansson, right? I feel like maybe some of you... Yeah, there you go, Jurassic Joe. I don't know who Jonathan Bailey is, so we'll look at his IMDb stuff. He mostly does TV shows. I think some of you might know him from Bridgerton. I know him... Oh, sorry, you're gonna see the tail end of my web browser there. Some of you might have seen him in Fellow Travelers. We're just gonna look up his IMDb stuff, because I personally only know him from Fellow Travelers. I don't know what else he's in. Alright, Jesus Christ, yes, oh god, these are not the kind of cookies I like. Get them out of my face, please. Good god, man. Jonathan Bailey. There are better pics of him than this one. Yeah, I was bamboozled. I thought it was a really high quality picture, because it does have a lot of pixels, but it's still very blurry. Oh god. Jurassic World, honestly, glad I don't know him yet. I mean, yeah, he's definitely not as well known as some of the other, like Scarlett Johansson. D-Rex, I should see some of his scenes in those TV series to have an opinion on him. I think he's a really good actor. Let's see, hold on. I'm just gonna boop, pop that out. Whee! There, get rid of that awful quality picture. Sorry, Jonathan Bailey. That was not a diss. I actually really like you. I think you're really pretty. I didn't pick a bad picture on purpose. Actually think... Okay, let's see. So yeah, Fellow Travelers, that's what I know him from. Bridgerton, that's probably what he's most famous for. Apparently he did some work for the Final Fantasy games. There you go. Jack Ryan? Oh, that's a TV show. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, not huge thing. So honestly, you know, landing a role in the Jurassic movie would be a huge thing for him. Like that would be the biggest point in his career so far. So, you know, kudos to him. I kind of, you know, for Scarlett's, I'm probably in the meh. For Jonathan Bailey, I would be in the yay. Jonathan would be a yay for me. Cuz he's not that well known. That's something I like. He's a good actor, and honestly, I don't know, I feel like it's cute. It would be like the big thing for him. I don't know, I feel like I want him to have that success. Whereas Scarlett, you know, she's successful, whatever. Hey, Therizinosaurus Dinosaur, what did you miss? Not that much, we're just discussing the latest casting rumors. We're not gonna be talking about Jurassic World Evolution during this stream. Ty says, I don't really watch TV, so I don't know who Jonathan Bailey is. For me personally, that would just be like an advantage, right? So then, you know, you don't have this preconceived notion of the kind of characters that he plays. He's been working since the 90s. He's been busy boy. Then he's been working since... How old is he? Does that say here? Does that say on their IMDb, or is it something I need to go... Oh, here you go. Born April 25th, 1988. Okay. Okay. Me doing mental calculations right now. 35, there you go. I'm very bad at that stuff. Hold on, let's just go back to boop, the picture so people have a clearer idea of who we're talking about. Jesse says, I like him. No idea who he is, but he's hot, so yay. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing him run away from dinosaurs. I wouldn't mind it at all. Interestingly, a lot of people are in the mech camp, though. A lot of people are in the mech camp. DRX 1985, well, if he's a good actor, but he's a bit unknown, it'd be good for him to join the franchise, and it would be cool to have a, for me, unknown actor in the movie. Yeah, same. That's totally how I feel about it as well. I've seen him, Jesus Christ. I've seen him in Fellow Travelers, so I know that for me, he meets the standard of a good actor. I'm probably a little bit easy to please. I'm not really a connoisseur. But, you know, he clears the threshold for me. And I like that he's not a huge movie star yet. If he gets casted in this role, I feel like stardom is basically inevitable. Adam Evans, who else thinks Bailey is going to be Scarlett's love interest? Yeah, we can theorize a little bit about that, right? I feel like that's a pretty a pretty safe bet, I would say. I think Scarlett and Jonathan, if they do end up, you know, signing on the dotted line and actually being cast, I think it's very likely that they would be love interests, you know, comparable to Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt. Fresno Yat says, Jonathan Stewart Bailey is an English actor and known for his comedic, dramatic... Sorry, I'm reading this in like a Wikipedia voice because this is how your comment reads to me. Known for his comedic, dramatic, and musical roles on stage and screen. He is the recipient of a Laurence Olivier Award. Oh, don't mention the Olivier Awards to me. I'm pissed at the Olivier Awards this year. Olivier Award. Sorry, I'm salty about the Olivier Awards. I'm not gonna get into it though. The age is the same, so they could be partners in the movie probably. Scarlett is, I think, a little bit older, but you know, she's in the same age range, and they look the same age. Meh, because I've never seen anything he's done, but if he's good, then I have no problem. I mean, I have no problem with, like, any actor, unless they, like, come in with, Timothée Chalamet. I really like Timothée Chalamet, but let's not give him every role ever, okay? Hey, Love Game Selfie, thank you so much. That's super, super generous. Hold on, I'm gonna find the hug. They still give the best hugs. I'm gathering from chat that he's handsome and you... know what good for him. If he's a good actor, even better. Let's hope he doesn't get eaten. I mean, this is a little off topic, but main characters don't get eaten in this franchise. Like, side characters at most get eaten, but even that doesn't really happen anymore. So few people die in Jurassic movies nowadays. It's kind of sad, honestly. No slanders on Timmy, says Soren COH. Sorry, like I said, I think Timothée Chalamet is a great actor. By the way, just watched Dune Part 2 for the first time this week. Loved it. Timmy is a great actor, but I don't want to see him in everything, because that's what I mean. I can't, as great as an actor as Timothée Chalamet is, he's always going to be Timothée Chalamet to me in every role he plays. So I don't want that all over the place, you know? And I wouldn't want that for my beloved Jurassic franchise, you know? Molly says, kind of hope they change that. Would be interesting to have that classic horror vibe again. Same. Like, even the original Jurassic Park didn't kill, like, a main character, you know? The Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, Ian Malcolm, and John Hammond characters. They all survived, but, you know, Gennaro got killed. That's really, like, Nedry, yeah, sure, Nedry. Arnold was a really small character. I feel like they could really do with killing off a bigger character. I think I will personally really like that. Let's move on to the next one, though. Let's hope this is a better quality picture. I'm sorry, Jonathan Bailey. You're never gonna see this. You're fine. The next one on the docket is Dev Patel. This came out a little bit before the news of Jonathan Bailey. So Dev Patel, again, is also in talks, in negotiations for one of the lead roles, but, yeah, we're gonna get more into that later. There's, like, a rumor from a quote-unquote insider that says there's gonna be three adult leads. So that would be, in this case, Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Dev Patel. I'm gonna end this poll. I'm out of breath. I'm so excited. Sorry, I just get really excited about this movie that we barely know anything about. I'm gonna end the poll. We're gonna start a poll about Dev Patel. Oh, that's not how you start a poll. Congratulations. Love Game Selfie. Thank you so much. Hold on 1 second. Alright, Dev Patel. I think pretty much everyone knows who he is, but you might not recognize him because you probably know him from a movie he's done quite a long time ago at this point, but he was the lead in Slumdog Millionaire. Yay. Oh god, nay. I can type. Meh. Yeah, there you go. That. There you go. Alright, so yeah, how do we feel about Dev Patel? I should probably also pull up his IMDb. Because again, you know, someone like Scarlett Johansson, we all know, but no one is quite at her level that we're going to be talking about, at least. Okay. I see Monkey Man being mentioned. Yeah, that is the recent project. Alright. I'm gonna pull this up. Whee! You're gonna be seeing all of the ads that are aimed at me. Halloween decorations, apparently. What the heck? Okay, so we have... God, honestly, I don't know a lot of this stuff. I'm just scrolling through. Oh, Chappie! I know Chappie. But yeah, we're getting into some pretty old stuff here. We're already at 2014. Oh, he was in The Last Airbender! That's right! Oh no, that's right! He played Zuko! Oh, you poor babes. Oh, it's not his fault, though. It's not his fault. There you go, Slumdog Millionaire. So this is the only movie that I've seen of him. Yeah. It's the only movie I've seen of him. Chappie I've only heard of? Yeah. Oh, wow. Huh, interesting. Boop. I'm gonna pop that over so you can look at his smiling face. Oh dear, he played in the last terrible Airbender movie. Yeah, he was Zuko in that movie. Oh, hold on. I skipped over your super chat here. It's sad they don't die like they used to. I think that's a really funny take on like a boomer statement. They don't die like they used to in the movies. Hold on, let's get you a Yahoo. Yahoo! Yahoo! God, all of these are, they're all earning a meh from the votes. Interesting. There's no resounding yay as of yet. I mean, of course, you know, it's a little hard to judge when we don't know who the characters are gonna be, right? You can't really judge how an actor is gonna fit into a cast, into a movie, if you don't know which character they're gonna play. So that's why this is all very premature. But it's just something that excites me personally, because, in my opinion, characters are... I'm gonna upset some people. Characters are more important than the dinosaurs. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. That's not to say dinosaurs aren't important, but I feel like what made the original Jurassic Park so great and so much better than anything that came after, and it's because of the characters. So that's why I think something like casting news is really, really important, because you want to have your characters be in good hands. Cancelled. I mean, if you can't handle the truth... Yeah, there you go, Jesse. It's true. It's true. Boo. Yeah, Thijs says, I agree, having a cast of people you can care about is really important. That's really important. You have to care about these characters. You know, we've been talking about, oh, they should kill off more characters. Sure, but we need to care about those characters in order for their death to mean anything. So that's why I say characters are more important than dinosaurs. And I know that on the internet, what people hear when I say that is, I hate dinosaurs. That's what people hear. Good luck with that. But characters are more important, I think, to making a great Jurassic movie. I've upset some folks. Just watch those dislikes pouring in. Character and writing are 1000% the most important part of good casting. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Also, 13 months. That's amazing, Anya. Hold on, did I miss anything else here? Let me just make sure. No, okay, we're good. We're good. We do have one here from Derek Silva. Thank you so much. Your first ever super chat on live stream. That is amazing. So generous. Thank you. Hold on, we're gonna get you a hug. They give the best hugs. They really do. Universal should scale back using good, unknown actors, less dinos, but portrayed scientifically accurate, and keeping the awe and terror intact. Ideally, yes, that's what I would go for as well. Clearly, that's not the route that they're going, right? As soon as the name Scarlett Johansson was floated, you know the direction that this is going in. And honestly, it's really predictable. Like, it's a big Hollywood franchise. Yeah, they're gonna be using the famous actors to pull in more butts in the seats, you know? It's just the way it is, unfortunately. Whoa, Adam Evans! Thank you so much. That is so generous to make up for all of the streams I miss. I also think the reason they don't kill characters like they used to is due to the backlash Jurassic World received for Zara's death. Yes! Oh my god, yes, we are the same person from, like, alternate universes. Yes, I have the same theory. I think so. I think I even mentioned it in a video somewhere, although I don't quite recall. But yes, I think the same thing. I think they got a little bit nervous when they killed off Zara, and there was a huge backlash to that. But I think they misinterpreted the backlash. I think they completely misunderstood what the backlash was actually about. But thank you so much. We're gonna play a beautiful clip. And I mean that. That's not sarcasm. I love this clip. In my living room, no less. Jesus. Getting the couch and the rug all wet. So you might be hearing the buddy in the background right now. He's walking around a little bit. Sorry, I saw a comment. Where the hell in the Netherlands do you live that you have Paris walking outside of your living room? I can't share my location. I can't dox myself like that. I just joined. Who is the guy on screen and what is going on? The guy on screen is Dev Patel, and he's being floated as one of the lead actors for the upcoming Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Jurassic something. We don't know yet. Oh, I really hope that they're gonna reveal the title soon. That's gonna be fun. Love Game Selfie, thank you so much. But Evo dinos are paid actors. How else can they be so good and so bad at times? Don't have to worry about controversy. Oh, I love controversy. Hold on. I think it might be a career risk for Patel, to be honest, because he does more indie things, I suppose, whereas this is like big Hollywood stuff, maybe? I'm guessing, like I said, I actually have only watched Slumdog Millionaire, which was, God, 2008? When did we see? We just scrolled past it. But it was an old movie. Anya Ren says big studios are relying too heavily on the same big names repeatedly. Yes, preach it, preach it. And neglecting story and character. It makes a bizarre homogeneity of tentpole franchises. Thusly speaks my dusty film degree. No, I totally agree. That's my qualm with someone like Timothée Chalamet, you know? Alright, oh my god! We have a yay! Dev Patel has earned a yay! Oh, I'm kinda happy, actually. That's kinda nice. Congratulations, Dev. This is the highest honor you will ever achieve, apparently. He got a yay. I'm gonna quickly end the poll before you guys change it. Alright, so we're gonna move over to the last bit of casting rumor. About specifically the casting. There's also a rumor about which roles they are casting, which is going to be specifically interesting to look at. But this man over here is Colman Domingo. And I have to be honest, I had never heard of him before this news started popping up. So we're definitely going to be looking at his IMDb. But here you go. Let's start the poll again. Yay. Nay. And of course, the all-important meh. Oh no, hold on. I always do that. I always click on add option when I mean just start poll. Yep, there you go. Alright, yeah, let's look up this gentleman. Sorry about that. He gives me bad guy vibes. Dino Drip, that is perfect that you say that. Because, yeah, I should start by saying that Colman Domingo is being considered for the role of the villain. So, with the current casting rumors, Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Dev Patel, who we just talked about, they are going to be the protagonists, the three leads, kind of like, you know, Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm, and Colman Domingo would be the villain. So your Nedrys, your Dodgsons, that's what he's being eyed for. But I'm gonna pull up his IMDb because, yeah, literally had never heard of him. Colman Domingo. Typing is difficult. All right, here we go, folks. Jesus, so many ads. Would you leave me alone? He does look like a villain. He really does, doesn't he, Interraptor? I think so. You know, if he does get cast as a villain, I do... No insult to you, good sir, but I do agree that you look like a villain. Dodgson! We have Dodgson here! Hey, Henriette, how's it going? Alright, I'm gonna show you guys the IMDb. Let's see what he was in. Let's see. Oh, apparently he was in Fear the Walking Dead. I didn't watch that show. I did watch The Walking Dead. Oh, he was in Transformers. Oh, as a voice, so you wouldn't recognize his face. Okay. He was in Euphoria, apparently. Didn't watch that personally. These are all pretty unfamiliar names to me. Pretty unfamiliar titles. Yeah, to be honest, none of this. BoJack Horseman rings a bell. Never watched it. Do you, like, who in chat knows who this guy is? Hold on, that sounds so insulting. I don't mean it that way, but, you know, I've never seen him in anything. Yeah, we're scrolling back further and further. Lincoln is a pretty big movie. I've never personally seen it. 2 episodes of Law and Order: Criminal Intent. Okay. We're getting into some pretty old stuff now, though. Codeman, I do. Jurassic Joe, never seen him. Neron, never heard of this man. I don't, therefore voting meh. Oh my god, but he is going for yay. Oh, I'm so proud of him. He should come and accept his award. This is bigger than the Oscars. He earned a yay. I think it's because, and we all agree on this, he does look like a villain in like the most respectable, kind way possible. Some people just have the face of a villain. And I dare not speak ill of this man's character, but yeah, he has a good face. Most people seem to not know him though. Who? He was in the dreadful film Ruby Gilman. I mean, we don't... Okay, I don't think we should hold bad movies against actors, unless they were actually also bad in the movie. But for example, Dev Patel, we just discovered that he was Zuko in The Last Airbender from M. Night Shyamalan. We don't hold that against the actor, okay? That's the director, that's the script writer, and all of that stuff. Sarcastically inspired. What's his name again? Colman Domingo. Yeah, never heard of him. Am I the only one who's looking through the window? If you just want to mute all of this and look out the window, you're more than welcome to, honestly. I worked hard to create this living room. More effort went into this living room than my actual living room. Let's put it that way. No idea who he is, but yay for a new guy. Yeah. Yeah, this is a casting that I could get behind. Again, I just want to stress for all 4 of these, they're in talks, they're in negotiations. That news that they are in talks comes from a pretty reputable source. But no signatures yet, no contracts have been signed, so these are not the official castings yet. Shameless plug, if you want to stay up to date on all of the actual news when stuff like this is confirmed, subscribe to the channel because you'll get all of that news in video format, much quicker, much snappier than these very talkative live streams. If he's talented and getting work, then I'm happy for him. I mean, that goes for all of these actors, right? I'm happy for any actor to be getting work. It's not the easiest industry. And maybe that's also what goes into me preferring unknown actors to get their shot in a franchise like this. Scarlett Johansson doesn't need this, okay? She was in Marvel. She's okay. She's doing fine. I would really love for, you know, a big franchise like this to give unknown actors their shot. I think this is like a star-making kind of franchise, and it's kind of a shame when they don't give a new person that shot. It just makes me a little sad, I guess. Which is why, you know, Jonathan Bailey, I'm pretty okay with, because he does mostly TV stuff. This guy, I'm sorry, sir, I don't even know you, so I'm very pleased to see you be coming into this franchise. Are you in too bad? Adam Driver has already checked Dinosaurs off his bucket list. He's great in everything and brings an incredible physicality to every role he plays. I'm not the biggest fan of Adam Driver. He got $3 million for 2 minutes of film time. Okay, so this man is fine as well, okay? He's doing fine. Maybe we should go even smaller, but okay, fine. He looks like a game show host, says Tanya Cameron. Maybe he kind of does. Maybe it's the suit. Maybe it's the suit. That's also very possible. We're gonna go to the... Okay, so those were the 4 names, right? So we have Colman Domingo being considered for the villain. We have Dev Patel, Jonathan Bailey, and ScarJo for the protagonist, again, being considered. Oh, we've surpassed 200 likes. That's amazing. Hello. The next thing I wanted to show you, which is the last of the images that I have to show you, is this one right here. This is from Jurassic Outpost, so all credit to them. Jurassic Outpost pretty much covers everything with regards to the movie. That includes every single little rumor that I don't personally cover, but I do watch their videos. And this one I thought was pretty interesting. It's kind of small, so I'm going to zoom in for you guys. This information, again, via Jurassic Outpost, comes from a decently reputable insider, but this is definitely rumor territory. This is I'm a little iffy about this, but you know, I'm gonna zoom in for you guys because it's quite small. We're gonna lose some quality here, but I think it should be legible. I'm gonna read it to you guys as well. That should be big enough. Let's go a little bit further. All right, there you go. So I'm just gonna read it out, and then we're gonna talk about it. Movie will have at least 6 leads, 3 adults, so, you know, within the context, that will be Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Dev Patel, 3 adults, and 3 teens. Main lead is female, Scarlett Johansson in talks. For the male lead, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and Glenn Powell all passed. Nicholas Hoult has a current offer, but since he's going to film Superman for many more months, it's unlikely he will accept. I think this predates the Jonathan Bailey news. Dev Patel is in talks for the 3rd lead. The teens are 2 sisters and the older sister's boyfriend. There is a male villain they are looking to cast soon as well. That's Colman Domingo. They're also looking to cast multiple supporting roles of people who visit the island. So there's a lot of stuff in here to unpack, I think. Dinosaur City Jurassic Outpost is a reliable source. I do agree, but I also would like to point out that they cover every single rumor. So that is something to keep in mind. It's a little difficult for me. But they also cover every single rumor. So, you know, going into a Jurassic Outpost video, you know, they are on top of it, but you also have to be mindful that they're going to be covering rumors as well. So don't get that mixed up with the official news. But yeah, there, you know, if you want to stay up to date on all of the rumors and stuff, you should definitely follow them. I think everyone here knows who Jurassic Outpost is. Imagine if it was Nick Cage. I'm sorry. We're gonna work through this comment though. But I want to stress that this is all rumors from, you know, the quote-unquote insiders, blah blah blah. So the movie will have at least 6 leads, 3 adults and 3 teens. Oh, I can end the Colman Domingo poll. End. Oh god, what am I doing? Sorry about that. For me personally, when I see 3 teens, that doesn't make me very happy. I know that every Jurassic movie has to have kids in it, apparently. It's like a rule. And kids also, for some reason, always have to come from a broken home. That's apparently also a rule. But the fact that it's going to be 50-50 now, 3 adults, 3 teens, I'm not super excited about, I guess I'll say. Love Game Selfie, thank you so much. Respectively, 6 leads really seems a lot. I don't think it's that much really. Especially when you consider, you know, not every lead is going to be equal in terms of screen time, you know. So I think 6 is fine. The problem is that, you know, it's 6 characters that probably none of them are going to die because, you know, we have the 3 big stars, the 3 big leads, and you have 3 children who are never going to die in this franchise. So that's my big issue with it.
Yahoo!
Yahoo! But yeah, I'm not super excited about this many kids. It's a lure for more kids. Yeah, I think the entire Jurassic franchise is going down in terms of age and what they're marketing towards. It's not really what I would personally want, but you know, that's personal preference. The teens will definitely not die. Wraith Giron, definitely not. And the 3 adult leads also won't die. I hope the children get nibbled. That's not gonna happen. That's just not the franchise that we're in. Unfortunately, I would like that, but that's not the franchise that we're dealing with. Well, I'm just gonna check. Ray Johnson says, I would really prefer them to be older kids, like ones that can actually contribute more to the plot by themselves. It says teens. I mean, technically, that could be 19. So yeah, I'm hoping that they're gonna go quite old with it, and that it's not gonna be a case of a bunch of 13-year-olds. That would be quite upsetting to me. Hey, Jurassic Kid 19, a member for 8 months. That's awesome. Andrea Lenz, is this official? No, please mind the sign in the corner of your screen. This is all rumors. None of this is coming from a director, or from the studio, or from an actor, or from the scriptwriter. You know, that's the official news. This is just coming from a quote-unquote insider. And I don't know where they get their information from. The villain will die and everyone is miraculously safe. Yeah, I mean that is kind of the formula for this thing, isn't it? All right. Anyway, we're gonna move on. So okay, 3 adults, 3 teens. Personally, not a huge fan, but let's hope that they go as old as possible with the teens. For the male leads, they mentioned a couple of names, but I think this predates the Jonathan Bailey news. Apparently, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and Glenn Powell all passed, and I'm guessing then that Nicholas Hoult has also passed due to Superman, which is in production, and Dev Patel is being mentioned here. So those are the adults. For the teens, it's 2 sisters and the older sister's boyfriend. So, you know. Hey, Jurassic Kid 19, that's so generous. And it went to T-Rex in 1985. I always love seeing like a regular get gifted the random memberships. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jurassic Kid. That's super, super generous. And welcome, T-Rex. Liam Dockery says, must go older. Must go older. Yeah. I really hope that they're gonna go, you know, the older sister and her boyfriend are both 19, and then the younger sister maybe 17. That's my hope. And still, it's but that's my hope. Oh, we have another gifted membership. I'm so sorry. I really don't know what to do with your name. The last part, I think, is supposed to say just cheese, but I went to Space Spino. Oh, thank you so much. So generous, you guys. Oh, you guys are on a roll right now. What is happening? Love Game Selfie, thank you so much. A hug for you. You're always so generous. What kid watches a Dino movie and is like, if only there were teens in this movie? I really don't like kids in Dino movies, but that's just my opinion. For me, you know, my quote-unquote issue with teens is, in part because I'm older myself, I don't really relate to teens issues, you know, like struggling with high school and boyfriend issues. I don't really relate to that. But mostly my gripe with half of the leads being teens is that we already know for sure that they have plot armor. Nothing's gonna happen to these teens, and that's my biggest issue with it. I can get over the fact that, you know, they're not my target demographic. You know, I can get over that. If it's a well-written teen, I can connect with that. My biggest issue is that, wow, the stakes are low. The plot armor is being handed out like Halloween candy. You get plot armor, and you get plot armor, and you get plot armor. And that's not really what I'm into, TBH. We have Pug Thug. All this talk about human cast, I want Trodons. Unfortunately, there's not even a little sprinkling of news about which dinosaurs are going to be featured in the upcoming movie. Of course, I will be covering that as soon as there is some news about animatronics or 3D models that they're working on. But right now, this little scrap of casting rumors is really all we have to go on, unfortunately. It's been really quiet. But thank you so much for your super chat. And I'm gonna find you Yahoo.
Yahoo!
There you go. The plot armor is strong. Aries Donicello, in my opinion, why didn't they just go for the Wanda Wise? Kayla Watts, in my opinion, her side character has potential to be a main character. I think that surprises many people, because I think many people were expecting / hoping it would go that route. And we might have a little bit of a clue about why that's not the case in this very comment that we're looking at right now, which we're going to get into very shortly. BF is 100% gonna look like he's gonna get eaten, then pop up again unexpected later. Yeah, maybe. I mean, what do you think? If they're 19, could they die? I really don't think so. I really don't think so. I think you have to be at least 25 years old to die in the Jurassic franchise. I think that's the age limit. I think that's it. It's set as just... Here, see, but I don't know what to do with BF... BF ruined cheese? Buffoon cheese? I don't know what to do with that. The BFR is throwing me. So many people can't see it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can say the most simple names and fail. For Beau and Fleur, that's how you spell Fleur, right? Fleur is spelled F-L-E-U-R, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. On behalf of Beau and Fleur as well.
Yahoo!
I think that BF is most likely to get eaten. Most likely? Yes, most likely, but that's relative. I don't think any of them is gonna get eaten. I think Mr. Colman Domingo should be worried. Villains are always in danger, but... so yeah, this is, again, there's a male villain that they are looking to cast soon as well. So that's currently Colman Domingo being floated for that. The message here does end with something interesting that I want to highlight. And this goes beyond casting, really. What they're talking about here is they are also looking to cast multiple supporting roles of people who visit the island. And that's 4 words to get really hung up on, because what do you mean who visit the island? So yeah, to return to the Kayla Watts, why didn't they go with Kayla Watts? Well, maybe they didn't go with Kayla Watts because it's a reboot after all. Because I don't know, that rumor has been floating for a while that it might be a reboot. And yeah, when you mention the island, which is obviously either Nublar or Sorna, yeah, that feels reboot, going back in time. And obviously if you go back in time, you can't use Kayla Watts because her entire character development, you know, happened in Dominion. Before Dominion, she was kind of a scummy person, let's be honest, you know. Morally, a very dark shade of grey, let's put it that way. So, yeah, maybe that's why they're not going with Kayla Watts, because they are going back in time and back to the island, which, God, if I did face cam and you could see my face right now, it's a concerned face. I don't like that. We talked about it quite extensively in the first Jurassic Talk livestream. I don't get excited by the prospect of them going back in time, and whether that's before the original Jurassic Park, whether that's between Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World, that might be an interesting time frame, let's be honest, but it's not the most exciting prospect to me. I personally want them to go forward. Like, come on, we've been spending... I'm literally like rubbing my temples because it just... We spent 3 movies trying to get these dinosaurs on the mainland. so much time and energy has been invested to get the dinosaurs off the freaking island. And then Dominion doesn't really do anything interesting with it. So, all of that, and you're just gonna go back to the island? Really? Really? So, yeah. I really got hung up on this this last sentence right here. The reboot would ruin it for me, honestly, says Neron. I mean, I get the sentiment, I definitely do. Ruin is probably too big of a word. You know, if it's gonna be a good movie, then it's gonna be a good movie, and I'm obviously gonna see it. But looking at it, if it's gonna be confirmed that it's a reboot, my excitement levels are just gonna plummet. Like, they're gonna crash, and hopefully, you know, news that comes out later and the trailer and all of that stuff is gonna get my excitement back up. But if they come out and say, yeah, it's gonna be a reboot, I'm gonna be a little heartbroken. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little heartbroken. I think ruin is a great word, says Momental. I don't know if I'll be interested to watch if it'll be a reboot. It'll definitely have an uphill battle for me. Lexi Christie, I have questions regarding Sorna, so some sort of flashback to explain would be good, but not the whole movie. Not a fan of reboots. I'm so mad they want to reboot the X-Files. No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay, theory, what if it's a prequel? Yeah, that's also very possible. I think reboot has a very wide definition. Reboot doesn't necessarily mean that they're just gonna remake the original Jurassic Park. Reboot could mean something with a prequel and sort of resetting the timeline, you know, something like that. So a prequel is also still possible. A prequel I would dislike even more. If they are gonna go back in time, I think that stretch of time between Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World, that would be the best place to nestle it into. Sort of cram it in there. Because, you know, it has the biggest stretch of time. Obviously, a lot of stuff happened in that time frame. But all that being said, I would still prefer them to move forward. Prequel is fine, just not remake. I meant remakes. I don't like those. Okay. So you would be on board with the prequel. Reboots are overdone now. They are very popular. Honestly, you know, YouTube as well, but Hollywood just has a couple of formulas that they stick to. Makana Melodia says, I feel going back to Park over World and leaning harder on the novel, possibly a prequel leading to the build would be amazing. I'm gonna disagree there. Because anything before the construction of the park, I think would be kind of underwhelming. You know, the dinosaurs are still young, you know, they're not fully grown. Nothing really catastrophic happened in the timeline before the original novel/movie. Otherwise, the events of the original novel and original movie would have never happened because they would have been more prepared if they knew that poo could hit the fan that hard. So I wouldn't agree with that. I would like it if they draw a little bit more of the horror aspects from the novel. That would be nice. But like a full-on prequel, I struggle with that. Jurassic Joe, Evo, they could revisit Biosin Sanctuary to see what remains and what the dinos are doing. They could, yeah. For me personally, the whole point of going forward with the story, though, is to give us dinosaurs in our world. And Biosin Valley is the exact opposite of that. Biosin Valley, Jesus, enunciate, woman. It's the excitement. But Biosin Valley is like the equivalent of an island, right? It's removed from civilization. It's remote. it sort of negates the point of having dinosaurs in our world. And that's my biggest frustration with Dominion, probably. That it didn't deliver on dinosaurs in our world beyond the Malta scene and a couple of montages. Dino Drip says, I'm really hoping that this entire thing turns out to be false. Yeah, I mean, very possible, right? Even though this source is said to be pretty credible within the movie industry, I do have my question marks about stuff like this. But I will say it's been a very persistent rumor that they're gonna go back to the islands. So the fact that that keeps popping up does make it quite likely. I do hope that is going to be proven wrong, though. D-Rex, what about all the other islands apart from Nublar and Sorna? Also possible. And possibly a little bit more interesting. Yeah, maybe? Maybe? Again, there's so little that we know about the upcoming movie, right? This is we're just speculating off of two words in a comment from, you know, some guy who's apparently a Hollywood insider. I can't say that without being a little bit salty, because, like, who the F are you? I don't know. Hollywood is a little bit incestuous, and nepotism does run rampant, so I don't doubt that there's people who know everything through the rumor mill. So I guess I shouldn't shade these insiders too much. But I do always remain skeptic of stuff like this, and I would advise you guys to remain skeptic as well until stuff is, like, actually made official. Hold on, did Neron say something, Oh! Imagine if they do the human-dino hybrids. No, don't even speak such madness. Don't even speak such madness. Stop it right now. Paws and Claws build. Maybe they take Bison Valley dinosaurs and put them back on one of the islands, possibly Sorna, and they, like, do tests on them, but all hell breaks loose and they have to escape the island alive. I don't know. There's definitely cool stories you can tell, but I feel like we've done the island thing, and we've done the island thing well. Get your behind off the freaking island, man. not dissing your idea, Paws and Claws. Like I said, I think there's exciting stories that you can still tell, right? With the isolation of an island away from civilization. But for me personally, it's just not on my priority list, because we had that with the original Jurassic Park, we had it with The Lost World, we had it with Jurassic Park 3, we had it with Jurassic World, and we had it with the first half of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And again, I'd argue we got it with Jurassic World Dominion as well, because like I said, Bison Valley is basically a substitute island. It's remote, it's isolated, it's giving the same sort of storytelling where you're away from civilization, you're on your own, and you have to escape alive. You know, I feel like we've done it so often at this point that I just wish they would give us more of something else that they haven't done that well quite yet. Platinum 1995 says, I pray the movie is going to be good, because for the past couple of weeks I've been misjudging it, and the new DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 2 is going to be good, because it's that DLC, and yes, I know we're talking about the rumors. Yeah, we're not going to be talking about Jurassic World Evolution during this particular stream. I have the entire channel basically dedicated to it. But I wanted to talk about the movie. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and talking about this stuff. I said this during the first Jurassic Talk livestream, but it's really just because I have nobody in my personal life who wants to talk about this movie beyond just, oh yeah, okay. Like, nobody cares that much about the Jurassic franchise in my social circle. So I'm just, you know, recruiting you guys to talk about this sort of stuff. And I hope this these streams and the videos provide that for you as well, where we can just, yeah, chat about this stuff with fellow people who also care about this franchise and dinosaurs and just the whole thing. Because everyone else is just like, okay, sure, but let's talk about other things now. And I'm like, no. Okay, I see that for some people it's the same, so I appreciate that. We can provide that for each other. We can provide moral support and just, you know, geek out about this stuff. I love that. Shaggy the Awakened. Wait, they're going back to the islands? Maybe they mean dinos on Hawaii? We don't, honestly, yeah, we don't know what the island is. Considering that is being referred to as the island, I would venture a guess that it's either Nublar or Sorna. Because nothing else in the world, literally, would be referred to as the island within the context of the Jurassic franchise, in my opinion, of course. Unless there's context missing from this comment, but yeah, I am concerned that it is shaping up to be a return to either Isla Nublar or Isla Sorna. And again, I don't want to deny that there are good stories to be told there. I think in the hand of a good scriptwriter, which I think they kind of have with David Koepp, and a good director, which I think they kind of have with Gareth Edwards, they can definitely make a good movie out of that. It's just not what I personally want, you know? Same with me, I come here to talk about dinos with all of you. I appreciate it, Legacy Gracie 993, that you're coming to join us for this sort of stuff. Quick Indoraptor, honestly I think that Rexy is probably going to die. As much as it would hurt, Rexy's time has come. She's over 30 now. I think it's time she leaves the franchise. I would love for Rexy. Oh my god, this is gonna get controversial. Oh, get ready, folks. I'm scared to say this, even though I said this before. I don't want Rexy to be in the upcoming movie. Let Rexy be. Let Rexy retire. Let her live out her life in her polyamorous relationship with the Buckendo Rex in Biosun Valley. Just living her bestest life. Just leave her be. Leave her be. Let her be happy. Let her live out her pension in peace. Don't drag her into the next movie. We don't need that. You can give us another dinosaur, whether it's another T-Rex or an entirely different species. Whatever, you can do whatever you want. Leave Rexy alone, okay? She's been through enough. Sorry. I know that at this point she's like a character, right? That people want to see. But for starters, I think that is going to be incredibly convoluted to, like, ship her out of Biosun Valley and bring her to wherever the plot is going to take place. Whether it's going to be on Nublar, Sorna, Hawaii, Kauai, Australia is technically an island, Cyprus, whatever, the UK, whatever. Wherever the plot is going to take place, it's going to be so convoluted that they're going to ship Rexy off there again. Like, just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. Sorry, says, no T-Rex at all would be fine. Preferably, even. For me, yes. But I do understand why the franchise sort of feels like a Rex is necessary. So, I'm kind of split on that. Imagine they would be visiting Isla Nublar after 7 years of non-human action. Non-human action? So I would like it. I'm not sure what you mean, Colombian. I mean, canonically, Nublar is uninhabitable. Wow, I stumbled over that word and it wasn't elegant. Uninhabitable. There you go. I think that's sort of what's being telegraphed in Fallen Kingdom, right? That the entire island basically got nuked by the eruption of Mount Sibo. So if they're gonna return to Nublar, I would assume that it takes place in the past. Sorna is still up for grabs. Sorna they can do in any timeline they want. Sorna is fine. Sorna's just chilling. Sorna's just out there minding its own business. Just waiting patiently. Michael Zilla says, Rexy, please stop, I'm old. And I saved you 6 times, stupid humans. Was it 6 times? No, I don't think it was 6 times. There were 5 deaths. Pick another one. 7 years is not enough time for an ecosystem to recover. Yeah, definitely, Neron. And also, even if it would recover, like, you know, birds could fly out to the island, and I guess, you know, flying reptiles could fly out to the island, but considering how Fallen Kingdom set it up, that the eruption really just destroyed the entirety of Nublar and eradicated all dinosaur life, there would be no dinosaurs on Nublar unless people actually bring them over, which would be, in the wise words of Dr. Alan Grant, a very bad idea. So, in the current timeline, Nublar is no longer a dinosaur island, I would argue. Unless they retcon it and are like, well, actually, the lava only flowed to the north of the island, and the entire south of the island is totally fine. You know, that sort of... I guess they could do that. In Jurassic Park 3, we all know they deliberately popped in a Rex to die against the Spino. It was so forced. Yeah, that was literally just the purpose of it. They just wanted to really easily show that the Spino was more powerful than the Rex because it was their big villain. What if in the next movie it's just about arson? No dinosaurs at all, it's just about arson. Yeah, the eruption was not scientifically accurate, so yeah, oh my god, no, now that we've said it, oh, they could retcon that any way they please. Oh no. Anyway. Oh. So yeah, honestly, in terms of like, quote-unquote news, that's all we have. You know, we have this, again, rumor. 3 adults, 3 teens, with the teens being 2 sisters and the older sister's boyfriend, and people who visit the island for what it's worth. And we have Mr. Colman Domingo, Mr. Dev Patel, Mr. Jonathan Bailey, and Mrs. Scarlett Johansson. We can talk about some random stuff at the end here, but this is just the main thing I wanted to... I guess we've already been talking about random stuff. That's just the main thing I wanted to share with you guys. And honestly, concerning is not the right word, but it is disappointing that there hasn't been more news, because I was kind of planning on doing these Jurassic Talk live streams every month. It's been a really quiet month, honestly. Hey Joshua, how's it going? That'll be cool to put the dinos in the south of the islands if it didn't get destroyed. Yeah, having said that now, they could totally go that route, actually. In which case, I think it would be a failure on... it would be a failure of Fallen Kingdom. Because they did set it up like the entire island was getting destroyed, but, you know... The old rule in terms of movie making, if you don't actually see it, you can retcon it. So, yeah, they can definitely go the route of just saying, no, 50% of the island is fine, it's fine. 50% of the dinosaurs are fine. Suko, what about Jurassic Park Japan and or Jurassic Park Europe, since they were mentioned in the first book and movie? That could be kind of cool. It would also require them to go back in time, though, because I don't think a Jurassic Park, like a theme park, would work in the current timeline with dinosaurs just being all over the world. Kaiju breaks and the final boss is Jason Momoa that turns into a human hybrid villain. Oh god, don't even say such stuff. Don't even say it. That one little grape-sized piece of island, totally able to sustain 50 dinos. I mean, that was kind of the issue with Nublar anyway, right? Technically, it is too small. Oh well. That sort of realism I don't expect from this franchise in the slightest. I'm also not mad at that, you know? That's like a deep cut that I don't concern myself with. We could go back to Jurassic Park San Diego. Honestly, you know, we could... The world is their oyster. It could go in so many directions. I just hope that we're gonna get news soon about which direction they're gonna go in. You know, if it's gonna be a reboot, or a prequel, or whatever, you know, I'd love for them to just let us know. Let us into the loop, you know? So I can mentally prepare myself. And also maybe do a rant video about it. Dwayne The Rock Johnson and an Ankylosaurus hybrid. Oh, don't even speak such things into the ether. Someone will hear, and in one of the infinite universes, it's gonna happen. And it's gonna be awful. Hey, Padrit, how's it going? We've just been talking about the only quote-unquote news of the month, which is some casting rumors. Can we go to Scotland? I'd love to see a Scottish man swearing at a dinosaur. I can't do accents, so I won't insult the Scottish people by trying to imitate that, but that would be kind of funny. Honestly, I just hope that it's gonna be, you know, how do I say this? We've had a trilogy that had Jurassic World in the title. And I don't feel like they've delivered on that truly. Dominion tried, kinda failed, kinda stumbled. I hope that we're gonna get like a proper interpretation of that. I guess that's my personal wish. Could it be about the DFW and the Dino Tracker? Yeah, maybe? Maybe? Oh my god, I feel like I should get like some sort of gold star, because this is the first time I'm gonna mention it during this stream. My own Jurassic sequel that I'm writing. For my own amusement. Actually does focus a little bit on the DFW, yeah. Because I think that's kind of an interesting thing that they set up and then really didn't do anything with. The island, and it's just England. I mean, you know, for me, I would be happy with that, you know. The island, and it's just the Isle of Wight. Thank you for the gold star. I've managed to refrain myself. The island is just the Isle of Man. Okay, what's the smallest island we can come up with? The island, and it's just Texel, which is a Dutch little island. Hey, Derek Silva, thank you so much. You're way too generous. I'm gonna get this dino dancing for you. Thank you. Oh, you might have heard a bunny over there. He made and failed at a jump. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I don't mean to insult you. It's fine. Look, we all mess up sometimes. It's okay. He slipped. I've got it. The movie should be like the Lost World game for PS1. The dinos are the leads, and when we get to the Raptor and T-Rex, we get that famous NPC screen. Somebody help me. Ah, death noises. I've never played that, so I don't know. The island, and it's just Rhode Island. Sorry. I feel like we're starting a meme here. Oh, Panzer stop motions. I am enjoying it. I hope that wasn't sarcasm. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Again, I just love being able to talk about this sort of stuff with you guys, because you know it's a mutual interest, or at least I hope. Cux says, I think you might have made a video on it or mentioned it, but what pack would you add? Oh, we're not talking about Jurassic World Evolution during this stream. I'm trying to keep it the slightest bit organized, a minimal sprinkling of organization. We're gonna keep it to the Jurassic movie, or the Jurassic franchise at the very least. The island, was that a Madagascar reference? The island, and it's just where the Statue of Liberty is. Oh no. Oh god. Sorry. we're getting way off track. Hello, darkness, my old friends. Yeah, oh, by the way, so yeah, we're just gonna go off topic here, right? You know, we've covered the casting stuff, we've talked about that. I'm just gonna talk about whatever comes up in chat. So, hello, darkness. Are there any new species you would like to see in the movie? I would personally really love to get a big, accurate Dilophosaurus, which I guess doesn't quite count as new, but that's like my main want. AM says, you know what I think the franchise needs? More talking dinos. Oh god. The island and it's just Manhattan. I mean, that could be kind of cool. I'd be on board with that, although it's giving me Godzilla. God, when did that movie come out? 1999? I think it was 1999. You know, the Godzilla movie where he didn't look anything like Godzilla. You know which one I mean. Australia. The true horror movie come to life. Honestly, there are scarier things in Australia currently in the real world than dinosaurs. Evo, are you still going for director of the new movie? No. I'm very pleased with Gareth Edwards as the director. But you know, Gareth, if you happen to be catching wind of this, I'm available for special effects. Sorry. We're like just properly just spitballing here right now. This has completely gone off the rails, but you know what? I'm all about it. Do you think Sorna will be mentioned? Because it wasn't mentioned since Jurassic Park 3. It was mentioned in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, oddly. Like really offhandedly by the one of the villain guys. God, what was his name? It doesn't matter. It was mentioned in Fallen Kingdom. I think Sorna is a very good possibility to return, honestly. You know, as the island. Hold on, can I dramatically zoom in further? There. The island. Whoa. Oh, my humor is so broken. I'm such a broken person. Good God. I'm so sorry. Oh. Eli Mills, there you go. Kaiju Bricks, thank you. That was his name. Was it mentioned in Dominion as well? Oh, I totally missed that. Apparently it was mentioned in Dominion as well, Sorna. The written in capitals. I appreciate it, Mokana, thank you. The island and its Bikini Bottom Island. Oh god, we're getting so off track. Oh, Ramsey said it in the Minion. Okay. So yeah, you know, Sorna, canonically, it hasn't been retconned out of existence. God, I just really want to know. Oh God, please, we need more news about this movie. I need to know. I need to know if we're going back in time or if we're going forward in time. I want to have a title. God. More. D-Rex 1985, also I'd love to see more aquatic reptiles. I do hope we're going to see the return of the Mosasaurus at least. The Mosasaurus is really, for me personally, that's a tautology. For me, it was my favorite thing to come out of the Jurassic World trilogy, the Mosasaurus. I love that thing. I don't care that it's inaccurate. I don't care that it's supersized. I love that. And I was really disappointed that in Dominion, you know, it got a little cameo in a montage at the start and then at the end, and nothing. Nothing. I want the Mosa to get another moment to shine. I guess it's a little difficult because, you know, she's out in the ocean. So it's a little difficult to fold her into the story, I suppose. But I think an effort should be made. You love the Mosa too, Jurassic Kid 19? Patrice says, I hope we get to see Nublar and Sorna again. At this point, I worry that that's quite likely. Personally, I don't feel the need to go back to the islands. Adam Evans says, I want the Jurassic Park The Game Tylosaurus. Yeah. That could be cool. Gareth Edwards could do some amazing stuff with the Mosa. Oh yeah, for sure. I loved, by the way, that the T-Rex walked by the window. She was like, hey, remember me? What you talking about in there? What you mean you don't want me in the movie? Sorry. Oh god. Yes, I have consumed sugar today. Thank you for noticing. Extinct Leon says, I want Oxalia as an accurate Spinosaurus. That could be an interesting way for them to go, actually. Just, you know, commit to the Spinosaurus being its inaccurate Jurassic Park 3 self and pop in Oxalia. That could be a thing. Although, I would also be on board with, you know, just acknowledging that some of these dinosaurs were inaccurate and they can bring in accurate variations of them. You know, that's... Oh god, I'm sorry. You don't know what I'm doing, but I'm picking at my band-aid on my hand. I hurt myself. But that's what I would want for the Dilophosaurus. You know, Dilophosaurus has an established look within the franchise, and we know that it's all a lie. I would want them to just embrace that, hey, that's not the real Dilophosaurus, though. The real Dilophosaurus looks like this. And then just be like, duh. I would be totally on board with that, you know. I don't mind them leaning into the fact that the dinosaurs have, to varying degrees, been inaccurate so far. You know, some are getting closer to accuracy, some are nowhere near what they should look like. And I think that's fine, like, they've added an in-universe explanation for it, so, you know. Andy Robinson says, Mosasaurus jumps out of the water and drags Statue of Liberty into the ocean from the islands. What's that little island called? It has a name. The island that the Statue of Liberty is on. The island that the Statue of Liberty is on. What's it called? Liberty Islands! Of course it is. I don't know why I expected differently. Oh, they also call it Ellis Island. That sounds a little bit better. Liberty Island is just a little too on the nose, if you get me. Why does it have two names? That's just confusing. Okay, anyway. Ellis Island, that's what we're going with. That's the island. The island, and it's just any continent. god, this is such a meme. Mokana says, yeah, more accurate Dilo in a port scene hunting amongst dumpsters. Just imagine that. People just vanishing, being pulled, looking for the creature. Oh, I want it so much. And, you know, I do like, you know, the venom spit and stuff like that. But, yeah, just supersize the thing, man. Maybe drop the frill. Because that might be a little silly if they make it bigger, but... that should just be good. Liberty Island, a Jurassic story. Oh my god, we have a new title. It's Jurassic Liberty. I've had too much sugar today. Okay. No such thing. D-Rex says, also, please don't kill the villain dino if it doesn't deserve it, like the Giga. Honestly, I don't think there should be hero/villain dinosaurs. Personally, I wouldn't even want there to be a villain human. But that might be a bit of a subtle difference that not everyone is going to agree on. I don't think Nedry is a villain. Nedry is an antagonist. And for me, there's a difference. You know, Thanos is a villain. Dodgson is a villain. But someone like Nedry is just an antagonist, just a selfish person. He didn't really want people to die. He didn't set out to cause all this death and destruction. He just wanted to steal some stuff. He was an antagonist, not a villain in my perception. And that's what I would want for the continuation of the franchise. We don't need villains. We just need an antagonist who's gonna mess stuff up and make the plot happen. But I don't need a Dodgson who is condemning the world to a food crisis. We don't need stuff like that, in my opinion. But I don't know. I might be alone in that. Nedry is cool. Oh boy. And Nedry is a nerd without knowledge. What a dig. Well done on not swearing. Thank you. I tried very hard. Thank you. I'm doing my best. Dodgson was a huge villain in the Lost World novel. Yeah. I don't quite remember, to be honest. The Lost World novel is a blur to me, because I've only ever read it once. I need to reread it. What are we talking about? Villains, right. Oh, and specifically villain dinosaurs. We don't need that. You know, dinosaurs are animals. They don't need to be categorized as heroes and villains. They can just be animals. Controversial, I know. Oh my god. I'm just saying problematic things left and right during this stream. But, you know, animals can be dangerous without being evil. Do I like Acrocanthosaurus? Love Acrocanthosaurus. Chunky. Sorry. Oh my god, orcas are your favorite animal, Jurassic Kid 19? Me as well. Yeah, I love orcas. Orcas are amazing. We are the same person from different timelines. Sacho says we need more badass herbivores. Yes. Love that. Like a Triceratops, or Stego, or Shant, and give us an excuse to add it to Jurassic World Evolution 2, maybe. Sorry, we weren't going to talk about the game. We're just strictly about the movie. I need to add more sugar. So, here you go. Oh, sorry, I failed that ASMR. I'm so sorry. That was bad. Bad. I struggled with that one. Orcas are deadly and badass. They are. I love orcas. That's way off topic, though. AM says, Acrocanthosaurus is my favorite carnivore, but I personally prefer the Primal Carnage version since I grew up with it, but I do love the chunkiness of Jurassic World Evolution. What unsponsored drink have you got? I can't say. Not unless they sponsor me. I'm holding out. did watch Free Willy. We are getting so off topic. I loved it as well, Monotaya. We should have... Oh god, you know what? That feels more like something for the upcoming 12-hour stream. For the 12-hour stream, there's gonna be just chatting sections where we can talk to our heart's content about the most random stuff. And I feel like that's an orca conversation kind of moment. Let's try to keep it at least about dinosaurs. Extinct says the only real dino villains are the hybrids and maybe the raptors in the first 2 movies. I'm thinking. Not really. How do I say this? I feel like... Where did they sort of start falling into that pitfall? I honestly feel like it started with Jurassic Park 3, with the Spinosaurus just randomly tracking them all over the island. They gave the raptors a reason to do that, and, you know, as long as there's an in-universe reason, that's sort of, you know, nature-based, and behaviorally, if you squint, it makes sense. But the Spinosaurus was already in villain territory, with how it just stalked them all over the island without any purpose to it. But yeah, the hybrids were the only true villains. Giga, I don't know. Like, Giga was set up as the villain with, like, all that, oh, it's the Joker kind of nonsense, but they never delivered on that, honestly. Hey, the Gaming Raptor, thank you so much. That's so kind. Hold on.
Yahoo!
Ooh, it's dark outside. Spooky. Sorry. Want the dinosaurs to act like dinosaurs. Yeah, definitely. And they can stretch that a little bit. But just let them not be evil for the sake of being evil. I feel like the Velociraptors were pretty well explained. You know, they were a freaking menace. But the more intelligent a creature is, the more of a menace it tends to be. And I feel like in Jurassic Park 3, they gave an explanation for why they stalked them all over the islands. That sort of stuff I'm fine with. But we don't need Indoraptor kind of stuff. Anyway, I honestly don't have any coherent thing to say there. Do I ever really? Let's not get into that. Pokefan says, the person who didn't think to put Stegosaurus in the first movie is the villain. That's actually, Steven Spielberg talked about that in Return to Jurassic Park, which is the making of the Jurassic Park trilogy. He mentioned that in an interview, that after the first movie released, there were like all these angry kids who were berating him for not including the Stegosaurus in the movie. So that's why the Stegosaurus is in the second movie, because he got that reaction from so many kids. Like, where the frick is the Stegosaurus, mate? The JP Raptors are the villains of my life. I was traumatized so bad by the kitchen scene. I still have to watch it with the lights on during the day all these years later. They still scare me as well. And I have lesser now, but recurring nightmares about raptors. Especially when I was younger. I would have nightmares about raptors all the hecking time. All the time. Velociraptors were beautifully executed as pack hunters with animal-like communication, whilst being clever girls made them scary, as you could really imagine them like that. Yeah, I agree. And again, you know, they they're really smart animals within the franchise. And I mean it when I say the smarter an animal is, the more of an a-hole it is. Because, you know, humans, exhibit A. But also orcas. Orcas are really smart. And they're kind of a-holes, okay? And I love them for it. But that's just what happens for some... Dolphins as well. Dolphins are a-holes. I'm getting so off track. But yeah, that's why I excuse the villainousness of the raptors. It has an in-universe explanation. Dolphins are so evil, Dino Drip. Oh my god. We weren't gonna stray off topic that far though. Oh my god. Save it for the 12-hour stream. AM says, growing up is realizing that mid-sized carnivores are definitely the most terrifying since you won't just die from a single bite. Oh my god, yes. And what I also really find creepy about quote-unquote smaller dinosaurs is that they can get into your house. You know, thinking about... you know, I'm still hopeful that they're gonna move forward with the franchise and we're gonna see dinosaurs in our world. This might not be true in America, where they build houses out of matchsticks. I'm sorry, but you do. But here in Europe, if I go into my house, something like a T-Rex can't get to me. You know, we have brick-built houses here. It might be able to smash through one of the outer walls, but you could hide in, like, an inside room somewhere and not have to worry about something like a T-Rex. But a velociraptor can just smash through the glass and can come into your house, and you can hide behind a locked door, but you know, a door can be busted in easily enough. And I think that's what's so scary about smaller dinosaurs, and especially within like a civilization setting, you know, this place where you feel safe, they can just easily get into it. And that just creeps me the F out, to be honest. And that's what I want for this franchise. I want it to creep me the F out. Basically, what I'm saying is I want to pay to be traumatized all over again. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can hide in, like, the basement or, like, a storm cellar. Those are, a thing in, the Americas, which we don't have here. I have kind of a basement. Here's to hoping the older sister and her boyfriend have a kid, and then Compies or Morris Intrepidus get into the house and eat the baby. It just got so dark. That would be all for future movies. What do you... Oh, by the way, what do you guys think? Do you think it's gonna be, like, a one-off movie, or do you think it's gonna, like, set up a whole new trilogy? I kind of think the latter. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think they're shooting for just a full-on trilogy again. I don't think they're gonna leave it open-ended necessarily, but open enough that they can revisit it, you know? Depends on how it goes, I think. I feel like trilogy. I hope it's a trilogy. I think it will be a trilogy. Evo Square's a psychopath sometimes. Agreed, Leon. Agreed. You speaketh the truth. Please, no more trilogies. I mean, I'm in the camp where, you know, the more the better, honestly. Even if it sucks, I'm cool with it. That's probably, like, my Marvel state of mind. You know, the Marvel franchise, I used to be really into it. I'm no longer into it. I don't watch the Marvel movies anymore. I stopped watching after Endgame. But I'm happy that they're still making Marvel movies for the people who do still like it, you know? And that's my same approach with the Jurassic franchise. They can just keep going. I don't mind, you know? At some point, maybe I'll stop watching. Or maybe not. But I just give us more. I'm not really that picky, honestly. They can keep going. I don't mind. And maybe once in a while there will be a good movie. Maybe not. hopefully we get some cool dinosaur moments out of it at least. That's where the bar is at for me. As I always say, the bar is on the floor. All the Marvel movies suck after Endgame. I literally haven't watched a single one after Endgame. Is that the truth? Hold on, when was, No, that's the truth, yeah. I haven't watched a single one after Endgame. Wow. I've just stopped caring, you know? And maybe the Jurassic franchise will reach that point at some point. But whatever. Bro, Marvel is dead now. Not really, though. For some reason, they're still kicking. And I mean, even though Marvel movies do poorly, they still rake in quite a bit of money, so, you know. What about No Way Home? Was that after Endgame? Oh, you're right. That was after Endgame. You're right. Okay, so, okay. I watched the Tom Holland movies. You're right. Those were after Endgame. I thought those were before for some reason, but yeah, you're right. Those were after. I haven't watched any Marvel movies and don't intend to, not my thing. Hey, that's fair, right? And that's what I mean with continuing the Jurassic franchise as well. At some point, you might say, it's not my thing anymore, or, oh my god, I hate what they're doing with the franchise. Well, that's the point where we stop watching, you know? But I'd be happy for them to pump out more. Because again, I'm just living off that copium that maybe if they just make enough of them, at some point we get lucky and we'll get a good one. Practice makes perfect. I don't know. And if not, oh well. You know, if they stop making them, then we don't get a chance at something good either. You know, that's my take on it. I have very low expectations, but I'm happy that we get a chance at good stuff. Shadow Rift says they should bring back some of the old characters. You can literally use the time stone to bring them back. Oh no. Oh no, don't even float to the idea of a crossover between Marvel and Jurassic. Something like that will undoubtedly happen. Like, 2031. That's... Quote me when it happens. 2031. We're gonna get a crossover between the Jurassic franchise and the Marvel franchise. It's inevitable. Eva, why are there pillows on the floor? You need to clean them up. I don't know, I think it's kind of cozy. At some point I plan to Photoshop my rabbits on there. But I don't have good pictures with the right lighting and the right perspective at the moment. But at some point there will be bunnies occupying those weird floor pillows. I better be dead when they do that crossover. No, that's... Oh my god, that's like a couple of years from now. Please no. Eva, what do you think humans will do about dinos? What would they use to protect themselves? I mean, realistically, firearms would do a lot of damage to dinosaurs. You know, that's been... there's a... suspending disbelief? I think that's how you phrase it. That's the big thing you have to suspend your disbelief on with regards to the direction the Jurassic World movies have taken, right? Realistically... a couple of escaped dinosaurs and some black market dinosaurs wouldn't lead to a dinosaur dominion. Because if you get a couple of firearms, that's gonna, you know. So you really have to just say, okay, sure, fine, dinosaurs have spread all over the world, whatever. But realistically, humans would defend themselves with dinosaurs, and it would be Humans would defend themselves with dinosaurs? What am I even saying? I think we need to end the stream soon. It is almost time anyway. But they would defend themselves with firearms, and it would be highly effective, realistically. Oh my god, sarcastically nearly made me spit out my non-sponsored fizzy drinks. The islands, but it's just that one floating bit of Segovia. That's amazing. Okay, that's the best one yet. Oh man, like non-sponsored fizzy drink went into my nose at that point. Good god. Alright, I feel like that should be where we wrap it up. It's gone completely off tracks. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and talking about this stuff. I'm out of breath from laughing. So yeah, really, I'm sorry that there wasn't a lot of news to share this time around. I really hope that the frequency of news is gonna ramp up at this point, because, you know, I like talking about this sort of stuff, but at the same time, I do think it's a little bit more valuable in terms of content if there's actual news to talk about, which this stream was definitely very light on, but, you know, it was a while since we did the first stream, and I really just wanted to, I guess, touch base with you guys about the movie and where we were all at with our wishes, and yeah, I guess use the opportunity as well to let you know about, you know, the developments, to let you know that there is some movement happening with, like, casting rumors and stuff like that, just nothing concrete yet. I do really hope that you consider subscribing to the channel if you want to stay up to date on actual news as soon as it comes out, because of course, you know, if a cast becomes official, if the title becomes official, if we get, like, our first behind-the-scenes images of animatronics and stuff like that, I'll do videos on that right away, so you're up to date, like, at the moment it happens. But I also want to keep doing these streams, sprinkling them in. Maybe once a month, something like that, but I do kind of feel we need more news in order to justify that. But I really appreciate it, you guys just hang out with me and talking about this stuff. I really mean it when I say it's kind of selfish from my point of view, because I really don't have anybody IRL to talk about this sort of stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you guys just giving me that opportunity to geek out about this sort of stuff. And I hope that it provides that for you as well. Anything else? No, I guess not. So I'm gonna say goodbye to the lovely moderator crew and thank them again. Sarcastically, Glitchbog, Neron. I will never say that name out loud. It is an abomination. I refuse. Neron, thank you. Dr. Strange, Sammy L. Glitzbog, I think I already said Glitzbog. Guillermo's probably still lurking over here. Colt, of course. Thank you all so much. By the way, folks, also throw in some appreciation for the moderators. They make chat a better place in the world. I also want to thank my Green Name army in the chat. So many of you. Thank you so much. I see... Oh, Jem was here as well. Oh my god. Wow. Good morning. But I see so many members with a red badge, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Ray Johnson, Love Game Selfie, Terraria, Zarcho, D-Rex in 1985, newly gifted memberships, Lana Vaughn, Wraith Giron, BF Ruin Cheese or Befruin Cheese, I still don't know. Jurassic Kid 19, Maxep, James Miller, hello darkness, my old friends. Tyrannosaurus, of course, appreciate it so much, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna say many names, mispronounce all of them, and then we're gonna wrap this up. But again, to everyone, thank you so much. I had a really good time with it, so yeah, thank you for being my friends. Thank you for sharing this obsession with me. I appreciate it. Alright, here we go. We have Extinct Leon, Gold Tones, DIY art. Hold on. Let me actually... I'm going to turn that off. We're going to turn that off. We're going to turn that off. Beautiful. You can enjoy just my clutter-free living room. We have Gold Tones, DIY art, Raider Nation, Viewin? God, I don't know. Fresno Yacht, Rabbit Wrangler, Kermit the Frog, Julian Meyer, Jurassic Joe, Pedreet, Thijs Berendsen, T-Rex Man. We have Platinum, 19... oh god, where did you go? There you go, 1995. Sorry, chat jumped. Penguin God. Skylar Sweet, thanks so much for being here. Zacho, The Gaming Raptor, Proximus Cat, Mulletalia, Panzer Stop Motions, excuse me, Shadow Rift, Lith Art, Werzo Games. Leon says goodbye. Matthew, Oligut or Aligut, Slanavan, thank you so much. Pillow Sleeper, Jan Polarski, Mike and Michaelzilla, Wither Nightmare Void. Wesley the Dino Man 13. Jesse, you get your red badge tomorrow. That's awesome. Thank you so much. King of Cats, Sawyer Shepherd. God, chat is jumping in. Hold on. We have Al Hunting, Dino Trip, Brianna Rurik, Legacy Christie 1993, of course. Thank you so much. Let's see. Navi 4867. We had Mokana Melodious. Thank you so much. Elon Rock. Pokefan or Pokefan 7383. G Stop Motion. Nico. Sorian CYH. Jojo Zilla. Let's see. Just looking for names I haven't said yet at this point. King of Cats, thank you for being here. Jurassic Man, Liam Dockery, bye-bye. Alright, we're gonna wrap it up there. Tyler Compton says goodbye as well. That's gonna be the last one. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, let's hope we get more news. Bye, guys. Oh, professional streamer ending here. There you go. Bye.